Hello everybody, welcome to Cosmic Gaming Unlimited. Today we'll be talking about Call of Duty Mobile. There's a lot of questions about how to get the built-in controllers to work with this game. There's two options to get this to work, okay? The first one being using the key mapper. The second one being you'll be using some kind of Bluetooth controller. Doesn't matter which one, whether it's a Switch, an Xbox, or a PlayStation controller, or even a 8-bit do. So the first method, I'm going to show you why I don't like this method. So there's some sketchiness with the built-in key mapping. Diablo. So we need to change this. So we're going to turn on the key mapper. I'm going to go to my configuration, and I have a Call of Duty configure file already, right? So I'm going to hit the use button. Right? It loads up where my buttons are. Now, if this wasn't already on, I'd have to hit the switch. The switch toggle is what turns on the key mapping. All right, I can already tell that this is a little off. All right. So my biggest complaint with using the key mapper is this portion right here with how this works. So right now, this looks okay, but when I try to turn the camera, it will. So whenever you turn the camera, you go this way, and then when you go back, it drags it back to center, right? So that's how this one works. It will literally drag the camera over and then drag it back to center. So you cannot simulate going over this way and lifting up and back, which is how you would be playing, you know. Also, it doesn't keep turning. You can only turn so far. All right. See, now I can move a little bit, but it doesn't continue to work. Right? You can just do a little bit. That's it. And then, like I said, you let go and it snaps back. That's terrible. You don't want that. So I'm going to bring it down, open up the key mapper. We're going to go down to button configurations. We're going to find the analog sticks. Right? So you have the left analog and the right analog. Now, if we choose this one will act like a swipe, right? And then it swipes just like you would want it to. But it's not a smooth swipe. Sometimes it just jumps around. Sometimes you want to go up and sometimes it doesn't. So let's go ahead and use that one, right? So it goes too fast for one. So like if you would want a little swipe, and also I'm pretty sure the center point is moving around the screen someplace, so sometimes it will go over top of another button that you don't want it to be at. Yeah, see, I just swapped even though. So using the key mapper for a shooter game is awful, right? I don't know who came up with this key mapper for the right stick. It simply does not work. Everything else is amazing though. That's the kicker. I really wish they would just figure out a good way to do right stick controls. And if you did not know, Xbox Series controllers can be paired to two different devices. We're going to talk about that little life hack here real fast. So you can, once you have one paired, you can double tap this and it'll swap to the other one. So I imagine this one's actually connecting to my Xbox in my living room right now. Now if I do this, it's going to go to the one. I think this other is paired to my laptop, which is off at the moment, so it can't find it. So what we're going to do, we're going to pair the Xbox Series X controller to the RG556. Now we're going to pair new device. All right, available devices, Xbox wireless controller. We are pairing. We don't need that. It's a controller. Now we're connected. All right. And then we can go through our settings even on the controller, which is nice. Right? Just like we can up here. All right. Android system cannot detect your controller type. Please choose the type you're using. We're going to say Xbox. So we're going to Select. All right, so my controls are working even though Keymapper's on. All right, now this is being pretty smooth. You can also use the Xbox controller if you want, but that's not why we buy these devices. It's not for things like this. We buy it for the built-in controls. I am recording this at 30 FPS. This is running at 60 FPS in the game. This is actually very smooth. All right, I want to turn off the assistive fire. Advanced. I want the right stick to be less sensitive. Controls, maybe. Advanced. There we go. Hey, there we go. I can play now. There we go. All right, let's get going. Oh yeah. It says I can hit these buttons to use my special, so let's do that. Ooh. Nice. Now I did significantly reduce the sensitivity of the right stick. Some people may want it more sensitive than it is. It's all about personal preference. Oh, died. Died to the bots. It shows you how good I am. But I think if you wanted a good way to play the game, this would be it. Now, lugging around an Xbox controller with you or similar controller just to spoof the Bluetooth is, you know, too much to ask, I think. I think people just want to carry around one device. All right, one of the things I also wanted to check on, I do believe Diablo Immortal, you may be able to use the same trick. Oh, yeah, okay, it's working. I've never actually used it, so I've never even used a controller to play this game. I'm at the point where, like, if I'm going to play Diablo, I'm going to play Diablo 4. It's available just about everywhere. Game Pass, I can stream Diablo 4 to this. I can play it on my PC. I can play it on my Xbox. With all the same save data. So, like, playing Diablo Immortal isn't something that interests me anymore. Okay, yeah, look at that. Native controls. Let's verify again. Keymapper is off. Keymapper's off. This is here. Let's go ahead and, I don't know which button does what though. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, I want to say it's got the best key mapping ever, but this is actually going to be playable. Now, the things about Diablo Immortal, they really have the graphic locked on this device because they wanted to detect one of the more premium devices. So they actually, you know, scan it. Hey, are you using the Snapdragon processor? Are you using, you know, an iPhone? So it literally will not let you choose the better graphics. So I can't choose 60. It's locked out, even though I'm pretty sure this is capable of doing it. I cannot choose a higher resolution, so I'm not getting native 1080p. I'm just getting the medium resolution. I do have image sharpening turned on. Okay, so at least I'm getting a little bit there. Quality here. So let me do low. All right, you can do low, medium. I think that's where we're locked. Oh, we can do high. It's weird. Device load. Super high. Really, because it doesn't know what it's capable of. So let's go ahead and exit and then play around a little bit. See, because the recording a 30 frame per second game with a 30 frame per second camera is not going to look great. To me, on the screen, this looks very smooth. For a 30 FPS game, that is. It looks like it's not dropping frames. So the spoofing trick works on Diablo Immortal also, which is what I would recommend. That way you can have full control. Let's see if I can hit. Yeah, I can get to my menus, which is nice. So clearly this works with this. So Activision or whoever, Tencent, needs to implement USB controls, because that's what these are. They're basically coming in through the USB pipeline. If you were to plug a USB controller into here, not a Bluetooth controller, you would not be able to play. It has to be a Bluetooth controller. So with Call of Duty and Diablo Immortal, it's the same issue, and I do believe this is a simple fix. All they have to do is say, Basically, are you using a controller? They don't have to have a Bluetooth signal coming in. It's like just looking for a controller toggle on the inside, and that's it. That's all they need. They just need to allow these kind of devices to be used. But they need to at least unlock the ability to use any controller you want. Alright, let me know what other games you'd like me to try with this. You cannot get native controls on Genshin Impact, so don't bother with that one, or Honkai Star Rail. These are the only two games that I know that would work with this trick, but maybe there are more that I just haven't tested yet. And also, like some of the games people have been asking me to test just simply don't work on this, like Standoff 2 doesn't launch because they consider this a rooted device. So if the game needs a non-rooted device to play, this will not qualify. Now, there are some workaround videos out there, not from me, but from some other people that you can search for, and they'll tell you how to set up Android 13. So even though it's a rooted or not invalidated Android, you can actually have it seem like it's validated, and a lot of those games will work. The reason I'm not doing it, because there is a small chance that you could get banned. I don't want to be the person responsible for you getting banned. So you can look up those videos to decide for yourself whether that is the future for you, whether you want to give those a shot. Now, key mapping does work well here because you don't need the right stick. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.